Big deal in the condiment space. The biggest deal you could ever have in the condiment space, probably. A $28 billion takeover of Heinz by Warren Buffett and his new Brazilian friends at 3G, a private equity group. What's going on here? It's like the mustard is mixed in with the ketchup on top of the burger here. I mean, you don't usually see private equity coming alongside with Warren Buffett.
I think this is like something that we're seeing, and we kind of saw it with Dell as well. I mean, these big deals where you have one private equity firm and they're teaming up with kind of essentially like sugar daddy, so people who have some deep pockets. And again, I think we're seeing that here as well. I mean, Warren Buffett is in a position, or his Berkshire is in a position where he's got a lot of cash and he needs to do something with it.
Right.
So he said the 3G.
So is it 50-50? If it's $28 billion.
50-50 on the equity, but Berkshire is also throwing in about $8 billion on preferred stock, right? So he's going to be
which is essentially
committing.
debt.
Yeah.
So it's debt. So,
so he gets a nice. So
it's a $20 billion equity check. Is that right? Then they're splitting it.
Right.
Okay. But
what Berkshire's spending about 12.
Okay. So all right. I got it. So what do the 3G guys bring to the table?
Well, I mean, I think again, it's a fit for their other holdings, right? They have Burger King. They also have.
So they can cut a good deal on mustard. I doubt
that. I'm pretty sure. I have to double check that Burger King does use Heinz.
Well, there's also the family that owns. is on the board of and built up AB InBev.
Right. My sense is, in a way, it's cover for Warren Buffett to bring in a different management approach to Heinz. I mean, if you think about it, I'm not sure what the upside for Heinz is. I mean, it's a ketchup company. But you can squeeze, pardon the pun, but you could squeeze the profits out of this thing.
There is also an emerging market theory here that they have been expanding. I mean, obviously Heinz's biggest market is the United States. Big ketchup consumers here. But they're trying to push both ketchup and other stuff more further abroad. Presumably these guys from Brazil have some good sense of how to do that. They've done it with beer, on how to hit the emerging markets and build it up there. There may be some sort of growth.
But ultimately, aren't they going to get out of it? I mean, if they're a private equity firm, maybe. I mean, I don't know what their statutes say, but you would expect, unlike say Berkshire Hathaway, they would be more active. So, I mean, does Warren Buffett then buy the rest, or is it a? I mean, what's the play? I wonder.
Right, and that we're still. I mean,
well, they have the built-in. I mean, we don't know if there's anything structured, but it seems like a natural exit eventually. It's at least one already sort of available exit to them is for Buffett to buy the rest of it in 5 years if that's
so do they have a put option is a question to ask, I suppose. Or what, but all right, now everyone on Wall Street got a piece of this deal?
Well, this is an interesting, it follows the trend that we've seen. 2 boutiques, one on each side.
Who are the boutiques?
Lazard, not a boutique, but an independent advisory firm.
Now they have a close relationship with 3G.
Right.
Centerview, Blair Efron, he's been working with Heinz forever, as far as I can remember.
Yeah, and then you've got one bulge bracket on either side. I think J.P. Morgan on one side.
And Wells Fargo.
That hefty M&A advisor, which just so happens to be a core holding of Warren Buffett. I see how they got on the ticket. All right, well, thanks a lot, guys.
No problem.
We'll be back with more Breaking Views tomorrow.